Hello, everybody. I think I'm good here. Hi, everybody. It's Ia Patsy, and I'm coming to do a Black Angel Cards messages reading for Libra, Taurus, Gemini, and Virgo. So I'm going to do Libra, and how did I have it written? Y'all know, whatever. I'm going to do Libra first. I have to do Libra first because I got a shout out this morning from one of my subscribers in the UK, and she asked, was I going to do Libra? At first, I was just going to do Libra by themselves, but I figured let me just be consistent sometimes, right? And finish this series of these beautiful Black Angel cards that were a gift from one of my subscribers, Ocean Lover. And they're beautiful cards. And realized I actually do have this deck. I had a deck I ordered a long time ago, and I never opened it. So that's good because I need two sets of cards. I need one set of cards for home and one set of cards when I go and do readings elsewhere. So thanks for joining me. If you're here, please give me a thumbs up and join. This is streaming with StreamYard software. This is my third time using it. So hopefully you all will be able to join me here as easily as you are in YouTube land. And this will eventually be posted on YouTube. That's the whole point. But I wanted to use this um, just to see how it worked out because I can have a few people on the screen if I can do it without losing, without clicking the wrong thing and messing up. So anyway, I'm going to do, I have it written down and I know I put it up on when I was doing the title just now. So I'm doing Taurus, Gemini, Virgo, and Libra. So Taurus and Virgo will be last. I'll do Libra and Gemini together. Mm. I'm going to do all four of them in this broadcast, but I just wanted to group it together. So definitely Libra first. And all right, let's do Libra and Virgo. hmm Yeah, that's what it was. Okay. Libra gets, the helper. Libra. Let's get a card for Virgo. All right, let's wait. All right, let's just do Libra. And Fortune card for Libra. Okay. All right, so Libra got the helper. One of the previous signs got this also. So I don't know. I don't think it was the last set I did. Might have been Sagittarius. No, wasn't Sagittarius. Scorpio. Maybe. Could have been Scorpio. Doesn't matter. going to do it for you. And if you want to see who else got it, then I guess you can watch these other videos that say messages from the Black Angels Oracle. So, okay. And as usual, I didn't schedule this, I'm just doing it. So, the helper. Now, these cards have a waking path and a sleeping path. So, for Libra, the affirmation here is you acknowledge and accept all that is around you. The waking path is validating your gifts, and your sleeping path is withdrawing. Okay. All right. Thank you, Ego. Your big heart helps you to be the creator of solutions to questions concerning life and to situations that require your ingenuity and innovation. You have a way with things. Your slogan is if there's a will, there's a way. You do not deal with impossibilities. People may see you as someone who pushes forward when everything and everyone else has failed. While others are closing down, you're opening up space to allow all the wonderful possibilities. You have a large capacity for appreciating life. Your walking path includes your ability to validate your own work as crucial, meaningful, and necessary. Many times your work is done to receive attention, but the accolades for you, my friend, are when you use your energy to help someone without any gain, without complaint. Remember that you find satisfaction in just doing. Now, the sleeping path is like your shadow side, right? Negative, something that you may want to check about yourself or something that you may need to be aware of about yourself. The sleeping path emerges in relationship with people who feel you don't understand the problem they are trying to convey to you because you're so focused on the solutions. Some may even go so far as to say you are callous or have no sympathy for the issues at hand. You can find yourself being pushed out and the gifts that you provide ignored. Your soul begins to feel useless and not valued enough. Suddenly, you may feel that you are not enough for anything or anyone. You're, you begin to soul sleep. You stop helping, and your inner world becomes dry and motionless. You feel a sense of failure and then suddenly withdraw from people or from projects. This sense of failure can further impact any limitations if you experience being constantly overlooked or discriminated against. Withdrawal should signal that it's time to question the motivations behind your helping nature. For what reasons were you saying such and such to someone or doing something for somebody? In discovering your motives, perhaps you'll be more able to recognize whether you are helping or whether you're fulfilling a desire to appear as a helper. Hey, Kadia. Good morning. Salutations. Um, in discovering your motives, perhaps you'll be more able to recognize whether you are helping or whether you're fulfilling a desire to appear as a helper. Is your help appropriate at this time? Ask why you must be the one to find. Ask why you must be the one to find a solution. In essence, the helper is seeking validation. You're yearning to be seen. You want to be given credit for what you contribute. Many of us are from heritages in which we have historically taken care of everyone at the expense of ourselves, but not always valued for those sacrifices. Yet you may be quickly blamed when things go wrong. The helper longs to be appreciated. What is it you are giving, helper? Are you overreaching beyond your capacity to prove that you are good or worthy? There's no need to overcompensate or be used inappropriately to prove your worth. When failure becomes a path of wisdom and not an obstacle to your true nature, you will appreciate experience. You will You will experience appreciation from within. In other words, you will appreciate yourself. Using others to reach such lofty goal, in effect, working to be put in a pedestal is to set yourself up for a hard fall when the pedestal is yanked from under you. There's no greater validation than the fact that you were given the gift of life. Since your birth, you have been inherently valid. So, Libra, you may have been feeling a need for validation, feeling underappreciated or not appreciated at all for the time and the effort and the work that you put into something, your work, your family, your job, your love life, your romantic life, anything, schoolwork, and you've done an excellent job. And people have valued your input, your help, whatever it was, what you expressed. But what was, they may not express it to you. They may not tell you that they appreciate you. Or they can tell you that they appreciate it, but then they act like they don't. That's the other thing. People who, thank you, but then they turn around and they screw you over anyway, or they blame you for things that were not in your control or were none of your business, that you had nothing to do with, or they try to scapegoat you to take the blame off of themselves because they have motives too. You're not the only person in the scenario with a motive, I'm sure. Even if your motives were pure, and even if their motives may have started off pure, things happen, circumstances happen, and people's motives change maybe. Or, hey, Desiree, um, people's motives get the flashlight on them. They become spotlighted, other people's motivations. And so, Libra, the point of this is I think to let you know that you don't need anybody to validate you. You're valid because you're here. All right, we're here because we're here because we're here because we're here. That was Shaq's New Year's. That was just a celebration song. We're here because we're here because we're here because we're here. And that's it. You're here. You have gifts. You have something to share with the world. And as long as you know that you did the best that you could, and you know that when you've had enough that you can withdraw, then that's you appreciating yourself, that you valuing yourself. When you see that not only are you not being appreciated, but you're being targeted or scapegoated or any number of underhanded things going on. Sometimes it just gets to be too hard, right, Libra? Sometimes it gets just to be enough. And you have to say enough. And when you finally do reach the point when you say enough, you'll feel good about it. You'll feel like something was lifted from you. And I'm telling you from experience because I know this basically happened to me last night. I just said, you know what? Enough, enough, enough. I'm not doing this. I'm withdrawing from this situation, from this entire thing, and keeping my eyes on what I need to do for myself and for my family, and to continue to love myself and my family, and to know that mm, mm, it's not no hard feelings. Yes, but Choke it up to the game. I guess that's what I'm hearing. Like charge it to the game, right? But when you get to the point when someone is just like evil, evil, there's a difference between being an asshole and being evil. And it's not about being scared. It's about being fed up. I'm not going to be living my life looking over my shoulders all day, wondering when is the poison going to, be poured into my drink, or when is the brakes going to be um, shaved down on my vehicle, or that kind of stuff. I'm dealing with people that do that kind of shit to people. I'm not with it. Too old for that. And finally, last night, it hit me, and I was like, wait, hold up. No, enough. So, and I didn't feel no ways about it. No ways about it. I woke up I felt better as soon as I felt it. And I felt better when I woke up this morning. I got up, did housework. Come on. This is, I've done a few things already for the day. And went out and the whole night and no, no, come on, no. I'm getting too old for this. I will be, and don't go around telling the whole world, but I know y'all will. But I'll be 60 years old in a few weeks. Got time for this nonsense. Hey, Sonia. Hey, Jamia. Yeah, I'm gonna get to you next. I'm just finishing up with Libra. I just got on a rant with them. Um, Thank y'all for coming. Make sure y'all give thumbs up so other people can join in. Um, yeah, and I have lived a um, productive life. I've accomplished a lot through the help of my ancestors and God, my family, my friends, people who have supported me over the years. But I have been doing the work. I'm the one who took classes and went to school and, everything. I trudged through the snow. I broke down on the road. I did all that I could. No one gave me anything. I worked hard for everything I have, as have my family and my siblings. I'm too old to be playing this foolishness. What is this nonsense? What Listen, I didn't go to school with boys. I went to all girls high school. So maybe I missed out on some of the tricks, right? And I wasn't in the street playing with, gangs and that kind of stuff. They were there, they were in my, vicinity in my area growing up, but that wasn't my focus. Went to school, came home, played with my brothers and sisters, a few friends here and there. My world was church or school or family. That's it. Didn't do a whole lot of, hanging out in the clubs and all that other stuff. Studying or watching television or singing or, going to church and hanging out with those people. I had that kind of a life, even though I grew up in Brownsville and Bedford Stuyvesant. Not everybody was, gang banging and being crooks. But and when time came and I saw that it was dangerous for me to stay where I was with my little baby, I came out of my apartment. I lived in Brooklyn, and we lived on the first floor. I think I've said this before. I lived on the first floor in the parlor apartment, so the windows there, and you come out. And I was coming out to take the baby out in her carriage, and when I came out, there was an outline of a dead body in the courtyard in front of the window where we were living. So someone had gotten shot and killed, died. The body had been removed, and no one knocked on the window or the door or anything that said anything to me. There was caution tape, in front of the gate. But no one told me anything about it. And my baby's crib was right there in front. Within 30 days, I was out of Brooklyn and I was living in Long Island. I don't I don't even know how I did. I found a job out here. I took the bus. The first stop, I saw a TSS in Elmont. Was the first stop on Nassau County line, and I got off the bus, and there was a hey Brittany. Brittany says hi, ladies. um, there was a dental office right there, and I had had previous before I went when I was in high school. I was a dental assistant. I got in a job through we had Job Corps Manpower summer youth program, and I got in a job 2 years in a row in the summertime with a doctor, and he had hired me through the city. And during school year, for my 10th, 11th, and 12th grade, he kept me during the school year. So I had a job after school. That was another thing. Yeah, I forgot. I was at work. I was working. So I was trained as a dental assistant. So I knew how to do everything, take x-rays, do cleanings, the whole 9 yards. I didn't have a certificate in it, but I had the experience in it. And I took my little 21, no, I guess I was 22 by this time, 22-year-old butt off that bus, walked into that dental office, filled out the application, and that man hired me. So I had a job. Went back to Brooklyn, and I I started working, getting paychecks. Next thing you know, I would look for an apartment in Uniondale. Found a place that was $300, including light and gas, for a one-bedroom apartment in a house. They wanted the first month's rent and security. I didn't have the money. I met a young lady. Okay, we're here because we're here because we're here. Her stepfather, Shaq. I met her through friends, and I was telling them what was going on, and she said, "Here," and she lent me the money that I needed to give to the real estate agent to move in. This girl did not know me from Adam's aunt. I paid her back within a month, but I always had a soft spot for her because she had that faith in me. She didn't think that she was ever going to see that money again. She was in shock when I gave it back to her, and that I gave it back to her within like a month's time. It was amazing. And so we remained friends. But again, a person, people do, con artists, con artists do things like that. They get you early, and then they know that you will hold that mm, place for them. You know, like you'll give them that slide because they were good to you that time, and they just keep that. It's just like putting a little good seed in there, and it stays and it grows. So when they do things that are messed up, you give them a pass. And that's what happened with the two of us over the years. I kept giving her passes over and over and over again. And finally, no more passes. Same thing with my divine masculine. Enough. Giving you too many passes. Too many passes. To the point where I don't even remember what did you plant in the first place. That's how long this has been going on, how many years it's been. And I'm trying to say, why did I even start talking to you again? I knew it took time, but it was because I wasn't focused on him because I had something else to focus on. When we started speaking again, uh, just talking as friends, I had a new baby, I had a new relationship, so he wasn't wouldn't be, it didn't serve anything to hold a grudge against him, and he was apologizing for what he did. He apologized, and he always apologized, and he always has apologized to me for what he's done. He has apologized. He told me that he knows that he screwed up. He told me that he knows that he did the wrong thing, and but he's in it. That's his life. That's all he knows, and that's all he wants to know. It's worked well for him so far, I guess, in his opinion, because as long as there's a dollar sign, then it means it's good. If there's no dollar sign, then what's the purpose? I get you. That's poverty mindedness. Sonia says, yeah, bait. That's it. They plant bait because they know that they're going to need to come back later on. Exactly. That's a good word. Hey, Javella. Yeah, they plant bait. They plant bait. So my girlfriend did that, and that lasted for many years, like 25 years. But then she turned on me. All right, whatever. But it got vicious. But whatever, and I just let it go. Same thing now with him. And this time yesterday, I would not have thought that I felt this. But last night, mm, I think Kata sent me a link to this reader on YouTube. He's a man, and he's in Dominican Republic, and he did a reading last night for Lilith in Cancer. Hmm. And it just happened to come up because I wasn't watching him. I actually was trying to watch MSNBC, I think. And my electricity has been acting stupid, but that's part of the happenings right now, anyway, right? And my cable went out, and when it came back, it went to YouTube, and it was him. So when he said Cancer and Lilith, I said, okay, let's see what this is. As my DM is a Cancer moon and a Cancer um, sun, right? And I think he does have Cancer in Lilith. I think so. But it didn't matter because the way he was describing this person, it was him altogether, like he was reading him, and the way he acts. And even though he was talking about a woman, a female, I know that my masculine has more female mm, values in his birth chart than male. He's got more female than I do. Sometimes he comes up as a feminine energy in a reading. I've noticed, and that's all right because it's all energy. But the things that Rita was saying about people who have Lilith and Cancer, and he said that you could go on to any government website and you realize that people that do the most serial killings, those kind of mass murderers, crimes that go many years without being solved, things like that, notorious crimes are done by people who have cancer, who are cancers, have cancers in their placements, heavy cancer placements. I was like, that's crazy. But then when I started, I really started listening to it, it was like, mm, really? Well, not worth taking that chance. No, not at all. Not at all. And I'm basing this on the fact that I've had like intuitive visions about things like that. I was actually fell asleep. He was right there, and I jumped up out of my sleep because I dreamt that he had shot me in the head. Now he's right there, and he was like, "What happened?" And I told him, and he's like, "Yeah, like but he didn't say that's crazy or he was just like, oh, you know. And there are times when he would say, "Well, come meet me such and such a place." I was like, why we gotta be going to that place like that? I don't like those places. I don't want to go there. I want, um, it was like I just had to like, why are you insisting that we meet up at this place? Why does it have to be there? At first, I was like, he didn't want to spend me. He didn't want me to spend money. He wanted to do it, and since his pockets was a little tapped because he has a million things to do, he wanted to go somewhere that he could afford because he was maybe feeling bad because I was. He is a part of Ancestor Soul Tribe. He's a crazy, funny Cubano. Oh, yeah, I think he's Dominican or something, but I know that he sounded like my people. That's why I listened to him because I know that voice and that way of being. But he is a little extra. But anyway, not talking about my divine and masculine. Talking about the reader that Kata recommended me to. And so I thought it was strange and I wouldn't do it. And I just had like I just felt like this is terrible to say, right? I just had a feeling that he would have like go to a hotel and like they would have like a hidden camera or his buddy somewhere in another room taping us. And I said that to him. And then he was like, okay, now you bugging out. But I don't put it past him. I don't put it past the people that he hangs with to talk him into some dumb shit like that. If there was money involved, it could have happened for all I know. Maybe I am somewhere on was Pornhub Q. Well, I don't know. Who knows? The bell just rang where you are, Kata. Oh, okay. Well, that's what happened when I was watching that video, and the bell just rang again. Mm, okay. When I was watching that video, I kept getting dings when he said something, and the ding came. I was like, my heart sank. And I was like, oh my God. And then that was it. At that point, I was like, now it could very well be one of his flying monkeys, the karmic flying monkeys doing this stuff, sending these messages to me for me to pick up on it intuitively. Because I know that's the bullshit that's going on too. It's too much to even put in the video that's happening. But even if that's the case, I don't want to live with that nonsense. I don't want to live with that. I shouldn't have to live with that. I don't deserve to live with that. I've done nothing to warrant any of this treatment or any of this behavior. And I'm not going to put up with it anymore. I'm done. Okay. This is what you want. Get what you want. Go get what you want. Get with who you want. Just leave me out of this bullshit because I'm too old for this nonsense. I really am too old for this nonsense. I got a 7, and that's my number. Ashe. I'm too old for this. It was 3347 when I said that. So that's, again, a confirmation. I'm too old for this nonsense. So when the helper feels like they've been unappreciated, then you start to withdraw. And who suffers for that? Not the person that is being unappreciative because they're already being unappreciative. So who suffers? You, Libra, because you are withdrawing and not doing what you normally do, which is be giving and bring balance and reason and romance and all of those good things. Balanced relationships with adults, adult balanced relationship. That's not asking too much. It doesn't matter if I read cards. It doesn't matter if I'm in law enforcement. It shouldn't matter whether or not, whatever. If I'm a police officer, I'm too much. If I'm reading the tarot cards, I'm too much. Then you just don't know how to handle somebody who is strong and spiritual at the same time. That's your problem, not mine. All right. I don't need validation from a whole bunch of people. I do this because this is what I was led to do. Okay. If I'm led to stop doing it, I'll stop doing it. But I doubt that that would happen because I know that there's a message that comes through me somehow from the divine. And when I share it, it reaches some people who need it and it has affected people's lives. And that is all that is important. That is what is most important. That's what's most important. And I, yes, believe that. And maybe that's narcissistic, but oh well. But I believe that I was given certain gifts and I have been given certain experiences so that I can share them with other people. And that's what I'm going to do. And this is a great platform to do it. But I've been like this all my life. All right. I've always stood up for what I thought was the right thing. Cadero says, okay, you, Desiree, you're trying to get your DM's birthday gift together. Okay. No, I didn't finish the message for Libra. Sorry, Desiree. Okay, can we get to the message? I'm going to get to it. But this is the message for Libra. This is the message for Libra because I have a Libra North Node and I don't want to give out too much because, like I said, my DM has entities around him who are studying metaphysics. His karmic is studying metaphysics to, I guess they want to be able to, I don't know, mess with me, whatever. But people, they know too much about your birth chart, they can mess around. But I have a Libra North Node. And the day that I was born, at the time I was born, it was Libra and Scorpio. It was Libra, but that like an hour or two later, it became Scorpio in my Venus, right? So I'm a Libra in my Venus, but it turned into Scorpio that same day. So I guess I have both of it, which for the average gentleman would be a pretty good thing, you know. But and I've never got no complaints. Um, so I'm very, balanced in my sexuality and my sensuality. I know what I like, and I'm not a prude, but talk to me. Don't try to like, will me into submission, or trick me into some stuff. If you're gonna make a video of me, then I need to get the money from it too. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, don't be doing sneaky shit. But this is. Mm, when I was on the job, the captains, I ended up being a captain by the time I retired, and they would say things about the way the officers' mindset. Like they have a thing, like it's some kind of a vendetta against officers, even though you were friends with them when you were an officer. Now that you are the supervisor, now you become, like the enemy. And with my divine masculine, I never even worked with him. As a captain, only as officers, but as a captain, I was in another facility. But just the idea that when he broke up with me and walked away from me, I didn't crumble, and I was able to go forward and do as well as he. And I didn't have to put up with the bullshit that he put up with, but that was his choice. And I guess he's got some resentment about that, but that's the situation that he created for himself. Because if he hadn't had made that choice, if he hadn't chosen to go and be with his baby mama, right, and do what he was supposed to do, which was just pay child support and leave her and her crazy people alone. But he chose to stay in that. That's all right. That's your choice. You put that choice on me, and I did not fold. I processed it. It took a long time. You were not part of it. You didn't care because you were off having a good time. So here I am. Did what I had to do. You know, had to go to doctors, psychiatrists, at the job and off the job, and then I met my well, I met my son's father. I had already known him, but I mean started dating him, got pregnant, had my son. My life was sunshine. That child just brought a whole new way of my life to my life, and I thank God every day for him. And I never even discussed my DM with my son's father. Never had that conversation at all. No, he had no idea why I was off for a year. I don't think he cared or even thought about it twice. Probably not, anyway. But, you know, there was nothing to discuss. There was nothing to talk about. Meantime, I'm the topic of discussion back at the ranch with you and Petunia. Fuck that, okay? That's your life. I didn't have that life with my son's father because I wasn't talking about you. I wasn't talking about my daughter's father. I was talking about what was happening right now in the present, okay? Because life is what's happening now. I don't want to know about your past unless you got a disease or something. There's no reason for you to discuss it with me. That's how I am. You want to be involved in soap operas? That's all right. I don't have time for that. So I left that alone. But I always had that feeling for him, always loved him, always. But I can't do nothing with that. So I focused on new love. I allowed myself to become friends with him again, and that was okay too. And he was a good friend to me, and we had fun. We did all kinds of things, museums, movies, and concerts, and stuff. Cool, 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 cool for years. And when he needed me, I was there. We both had crises at the same time, and we both helped each other through it. Why the hell you decide you want to turn on me? I don't know. But last night, I got this message. So I guess this is for Libra and all of us. All right, all us Libras. Help yourself. Stop being someone's useful tool. Right? Allow yourself to validate yourself. You don't need anybody to put you up on a pedestal, and don't put anybody else up on a pedestal. Because as soon as you do, they will show you why they shouldn't have been up there in the first place. So, from the fortune reading cards for Libra, you have two cards came out. The first one is proposal. Kata says, as the world turns on the divine masculine short bus. Sonia, go back to work. This will be over soon, and I'll do the you'll see it when it uploads. Thank you so much for coming. I appreciate it. Proposal, a romantic or business opportunity is indicated. So, some new opportunity coming towards you, Libra. Could be a new romance, could be business, contract, something contractual, something because these rings they represent contracts because marriage is a contract in case nobody told you. Okay. And this the world. Be open to new possibilities in all areas of your life. Ashe. So opportunities, be open to those opportunities. Take a chance. All right. Something that's going to be offered to you. Something is coming full circle, new possibilities in all areas of your life because you're standing up for yourself, Libra. All right. Let's see what we can get from the Monology card. That rant. 44 minutes. My God, I'm so sorry, you guys, but oh, that's a lot. Let's just get one card, please, from the Monology deck. So sorry, guys. Love you too. Getting your Divine Masculine's birthday gift. Oh, you can give him a reading. Buy him a reading. Desiree. All right, let's go. One more. Let's get a card for. Here we go. Libra. Ooh, okay. So we have two cards came for you. First says meditate and contemplate. New moon in Pisces. Meditate and contemplate. And the second card for Libra is confidence is your key to success. New moon in Leo. Wow. Wow. That's so pretty. Look at this. Two new moons. Two new moons for you, Libra. Oh, what's wrong? I get used to this camera on the StreamYard. I guess it's over here. Okay. Pisces, new moon in Pisces, and new moon in Leo. Oh, let's see what that's about. New moon in Pisces. Okay. All the information about these cards are in the description box under the video. New moon in Pisces. This talks about dreams, dreams and romance, of soulmates and of poetry. It suggests that there's a new start coming your way that's connected to a matter that leaves you feeling somewhere between having your head in the clouds and being in a totally altered state. There could be confusion and disappointment if that's what you've had before and that's what you're expecting. However, if you're onto a good thing, then wish hard because the words of your soul and your heart could help bring about the manifestation of your dreams. Let the words of my mouth and the meditations of my heart be acceptable in thy sight. O Lord, my strength and my redeemer. The words of your soul and your heart could bring about the manifestation of your dreams. If all that sounds a little wet and watery, then that's Pisces for you. This is the last sign of the zodiac, and the new moon in Pisces cards can suggest a last ditch chance to make your dreams come true. Use your feelings to guide your way. Logic is not going to work right now. Face your fears. They may be holding you back. The situation is being healed. The time to surrender to divine. Okay. It's time to surrender to the divine. Chant Om Nyamo Narani. Om Nyamo Narani. Om Namo Narayani. Avoid being deceptive or willfully deceived. Pisces is the sign of reveries and mysteries, or depths of emotions, idealism, and hopeless romantics. It's a sign of water and the unconscious. Its energy is deep, like watery pit depths. I said pits. What I said pits. See, ooh, its energy is deep, like watery depths. The new moon in Pisces indicates a time to listen to your feelings and to allow your emotions free reign. Whatever you're feeling as you pull this card is more likely than the truth, unless you've been kidding yourself somehow, and only you know if that's the case or not. So, meditate and contemplate. Have you been kidding yourself or not? Pisces. Libra moon in Pisces. New moon in Pisces for Libra. Meditate and contemplate. And next, the new moon in Leo. Oh, that's the Buddha chant. Yeah. I thought it was going to be Nam Myoho Renge Kyo, but that's not what it was. But it's a Buddhist chant, yeah. I know I do the Nam Myoho Renge Kyo. I do that. Not a lot, but I do it. And it's very good. It helps you contemplate, helps you meditate. And when my girlfriend used to have the meetings at her house on Sunday mornings. And when you hear like 20, 30, 40 people saying it all together at the same time, the Myoho Renge Kyo, it's beautiful. It really is. Confidence is the key to success. She moved away last year, further out in Long Island. You got to go see it. Confidence is your key to success. Shout out to her and her hubby. Confidence is the key to your success. Evelyn, shout out to Evelyn and her husband. This card heralds the start of a new cycle for you. You're going to look back and feel more gorgeous, more in the spotlight, more like you have something worth showing off. If you want someone's attention, the card says it's coming. However, this may not happen all by itself. You have to be willing to do your bit. That means being proud of who you are and what you have to offer. Think of yourself as the king or queen of the jungle and carry yourself accordingly. This card is also a great omen if asking about a creative project that you're working on. Alternately, it could herald good news or a new start for your children. That's good. A new start for your children. Beautiful. Beautiful. So we have a proposal in the world. Maybe somebody for Libra, maybe someone's children, maybe someone's child is going to get married. Maybe that's it. That could be it. And maybe that is what you're going to be helping with. So don't get too caught up in, the wedding behaviors, the bridezilla and the bridezilla's mother. Yeah. Fathers can be bridezillas too, overpowering also. So just maybe that's what it is. Maybe you're going to be helping one of your children getting married and you're going to be helping. And that is going to be bringing new possibilities and changes to your world. Meditation and contemplation because your kid is getting married. Maybe that's going to make you sad and happy at the same time, melancholy. Or maybe you're worried that you won't be able to afford it for the wedding, things like that. But have confidence. Confidence is the key to the success. So maybe that message is for somebody. This talks about making time to have fun. Making time to have fun. Show the world that it's time for you to show the world what you've got. For you to shine your light and to have some pride. Spoil yourself. Treat yourself to something. You earned it. This also may mean that you've turned someone's head. So maybe you caught someone's attention, Libra. Someone new. Leo is a sign of the big, brave-hearted lion, of pride and showmanship and flirting. The energy around this new moon in Leo, and therefore around this card, whenever you pick it, is hot and generous. The energy loves itself, and so should you. So if you've been too much of a wallflower, this new moon card and in Leo new moon comes as a reminder that you need to be proud of who you are. So be proud of who you are, Libra. You are being told to be proud of who you are. Be proud of what you bring to the table. All right. Someone is going to appreciate you for who you are, Libra. All your hard work is not in vain. And because I know that It's just somebody will not be happy unless they get a romance angel oracle card. For those of you who are looking for this, I am going to share it with you because I know I took up a lot of your. Very soon, decide what you want right now so that it comes to you. Decide what you want so that it comes to you. Stand up for yourself, Libra. Decide what you want, what you'll take, what you will not take. Express your love. Go ahead and make the romantic gesture. I think this is talking about expressing love to yourself and doing something nice for yourself. Putting yourself first. This is what this whole thing has been about. Appreciating who you are yourself and not needing anyone else to validate you for you. Why am I still shuffling? One more card for Libra. Thank you. Ooh, yes. You deserve love, and someone has been wearing a false self mask in this relationship. You deserve love. So maybe you have not been loving yourself, and that's the deception that you've been bringing. That you haven't been loving yourself. That you have put someone on a pedestal that didn't deserve it. That you were fooling yourself into thinking that this person deserved the attention that you were giving them. You're the one that deserves love, Libra. So go ahead and express your love to yourself. Tell yourself, remind yourself, treat yourself very soon. Things are going to turn around. Calling in your soulmate. Your prayers, affirmations, and visualizations help bring you together. Stay in prayer and ask for clarity and ask for divine order to be established in all situations around you. Remind yourself about how much you are loved. And don't ever allow yourself to be taken for granted. And don't you take yourself for granted. You have lots of gifts and lots of love to share with the rest of us. So, Libra, see, a helper is someone who helps someone else who is doing something too. You both have to be in the action, you know? If not, you're not helping, you're doing, and the other person isn't. So it has to be equal labor. You're both pushing, you're both pulling, you're both lifting together. That's what's best, and that's what keeps you out of mischief and away from users. So, Libra, that is your reading. And we're going to go for Virgo. Virgo now. So let's give Virgo a clean slate. I'm going to ring this bell, everybody. I don't know how loud this is in here. Virgo. Virgo. Okay. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus, Virgo. Okay, let's see what we can get from Virgo. From Black Angel cards deck, Virgo. 58. Okay, 59. 59. Virgo. Let me write it so that I can timestamp it as soon as it goes up. This seems to upload really quickly as compared to when I do it on YouTube, actually. StreamYard. But there seem to be a few of these type of streaming. Virgo. Cats. Wow, that's beautiful. The spirit guide. The spirit guide. Looks like somebody's whispering to you, Virgo. A couple of people. So your ancestors are talking to you, hearing from your ancestors, hearing from your spirit guides. Okay. That is what's going on for Virgo. Spirit guides. Let's see, do we put this up a little more? One more. Yeah, that's better maybe. There. Okay. Spirit guides. So you have been getting messages in your dreams or in your meditations from your guides lately, or you will be. Whenever you get this reading, whenever you're drawn to this, this is the message for you. Spirit guides. Mm. 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 Okay, the waking path. These cards come as waking paths and sleeping paths. Sleeping path is your shadow side. The waking path for this card is guiding and illumination. And the affirmation here is you are glowing light. The spirit guide represents enlightenment of self. You've been able to do the difficult task of sustaining your true nature over a long time. You know all too well that the true self is impacted by falsehoods you may have practiced over the years to survive. Okay. You know all too well that as a spirit guide, you find yourself helping people remove themselves from these falsehoods. You may work as a psychotherapist, a spiritual teacher, a diviner, or a philosopher. You make us look at ourselves in a way that's frightening. Illuminating the soul is a phenomenal experience that you indulge in. So, Virgo, there's going to be maybe you are going to be helping somebody, teaching someone, helping someone to take a good look at their behavior, illuminating people around you. Your capacity to help remove illusions puts you in powerful positions with others. On your waking path, you constantly look at various perspectives of life. It is this seeing process that sheds light on your life. Your heightened illumination comes from your ability to reflect upon life. Sometimes folks are not able to understand your forthrightedness. You may utter an illumination and they blame you for stripping them of their beliefs. In your mind, you say, I should have left that alone. At the same time, you realize your enlightenment can be beneficial to all people. People gravitate to you without realizing that you are being pulled by their desire to be more honest with themselves. You may be attacked for your actions, causing you to feel hurt or ostracized. Now, on the sleeping path, you have self-righteousness. So that's the shadow side of this energy. On the sleeping path, you have illusions of the enlightened about the enlightened state of being. You may feel right about something or someone, or feel as an authority or expert, leaving little room for discovery. You find little patience with those who seem unenlightened. You may find yourself judging others according to where you feel you are on the continuum of being enlightened. This self righteous stance can keep you isolated in others or cause you to waste energy by involving yourself with spiritual competition. Enlightenment is less about knowing what is right or wrong or having transcended the frailties of being human. Enlightenment is more about being aware of the nature of life, being awakened to life each moment. To cultivate an enlightened state, one must constantly examine what is true so that when you share your life experiences, it does not come off as preaching dogma. Keep the book open on what you perceive to be true. Know that new experiences bring new truths. You might find the greatest illusion in your own enlightenment. Ashe, absolutely. You have to be able to say, I was wrong, or that I got new information, or I changed my mind. That's your prerogative, right? Especially women, right? They always say it's women's prerogative to change their mind. Some people change their mind several times in one day. Be sure that others are seeking your guidance before you speak. Watch for impatience and arrogance. Remember the beginnings of your own journey toward wisdom and confusion you felt or mistakes that you made. A fixed mind will help keep you from having the heart to see anything. Watch for any projections of holier than thou, self righteousness, or appearing to be more right than others. Refrain from making others feel small and insignificant so that you appear large. Your light is profound, right? So don't hmm, don't make others feel less than, all right? Or like be patient with the progress of others around you. That's what it is. Be patient and don't be arrogant. Be humble, okay? That's what the message I believe is for you, Virgo. So let's see what we can get from the fortune reading cards for the helper. And the this is for the spirit guides, the helper was Libra. Okay, so maybe some of you Virgos are on the cusp of Virgo and Libra, right? You can be that. Yeah, certainly. Yeah, you just had a birthday. Okay, so this is Virgo. Well, the proposal, just like Libra got. That's what I just said that they were on the same. Okay, someone may be coming to you with new business opportunity, romantic opportunity, be getting engaged. All right, let's see. Second card for Virgo. Virgo, spirit guides. Opportunity to help someone with some spiritual guidance. Someone is going to come to you, Virgo, maybe during this time period, and asking you to help them with understanding something. Or maybe they're having some kind of crisis and they feel that they can turn to you for counseling. All right. So just listen to your guide. Listen to your guidance when it comes to dealing with other people's. Oh, two cards besides proposal. We have love. Love surrounds all your connections. Move forward positively in all areas of your life. So it could be a marriage proposal coming towards you. Maybe you're making a proposal to someone or they're making it to you, or it could just be a higher level of commitment within a marriage, okay? Or within a family. Could also be saying that a business opportunity that you are going into is going to be pleasant, going to get along with your coworkers. Mm-hmm. So whatever it is, just looks positive and pleasant. All right. And maybe you've been listening to your guidance, and that is what is bringing you to this point. And the third card that came is the moon. Pay attention to your intuition at this time and move forward confidently. Again, confidence. All right, move forward confidently, moon. So you could have a Virgo, and your moon could be in Virgo, or you could have something to do with someone who is a Cancer or a Pisces. So pay attention to messages from your spirit guides in relation to this love relationship or this proposal that may be coming towards you. Okay, so for those of you who this is a proposal for marriage or some kind of a commitment, listen to your spirit guides and pay attention to the messages that you get. All right, pay attention to your intuition in regards to love matters for this time period. Whenever you watch this video, whenever you're drawn to this video, be it now or later on, if there is something, if this resonates for you with a love relationship, pay attention to what is being offered and listen to your spirit guides, Virgo. All right, let's see what Monology wants to say to Virgo. And thanks everybody for coming by, letting everybody know that we're here. I know this has gotten long, but I got to go with the way spirit leads me. Ooh. Got two cards. Waning moon, what do you need to release? And full moon in Sagittarius. Look at the bigger picture. Look how pretty that is. New moon in Sagittarius. Well, that's coming up soon, actually, from what I understand. December or the end of November. What do you need to release? Waning moon. Hmm. Waning moon points to what is falling away. Life comes in cycles, and sometimes we need downtime or to let go. No matter when in the moon cycle you pull this card, it is a sign that a situation has peaked for the better or worse, and it's time for you to go easier. It is the autumn and winter of a cycle. So do what you need to release. Almost certainly from something from the situation that you're asking about. This card can be very positive, but it can still be gently suggesting that you let go of something or to stop trying so hard. So the message is it's safe to let go and move on. Move forward with as little resistance as possible. Don't start any new projects. Release any emotional baggage. Say sorry to someone. Do energetic work such as meditation or yoga. And soon you'll see what is lying ahead. Take a moment to look up at the skies every night, and you'll see the moon growing smaller and smaller as she moves from full to new again. It's time when things are falling away, and it's certainly not time to cling on to anyone or anything. Drawing this card suggests your situation is in its autumn and winter phase. So hunker down and start the regeneration process. So this is about taking care of yourself. Okay? Releasing things that no longer serve you. All right? Pay attention to what's being proposed. Leave the past in the past. Move ahead. Look at the bigger picture. What do you have to lose? And what do you have to gain? Full moon and Sagittarius. So that, like I said, that should be coming up soon. So there should be some changes that you should be experiencing about now. So you should be hearing lots of messages from your spirit guides, but this is the time right now when the veil is thin, right after Halloween. Make sure that you are keeping notes, journaling, right? Look at the bigger picture. Are you thinking too much about the details of your dilemma? Fretting over minutia can be counterproductive. Or perhaps you're being all talk and no action. This card is a reminder that while it's good to think things through, sometimes you need to step back and look at the bigger picture. What do you see about your current situation? What's the most positive thought that you can have about it? Now's the time to count your blessings, even if you don't yet have exactly what you want. This card is also a reminder that we often have to take a few risks and go with uncertainty on this journey called life. Try to keep an open mind about what's for the best. The universe could surprise you. Ooh. Take time out for a mini break or an adventure. Maybe you need a vacation. Maybe you need to get away from everybody, from everything. Plan a trip for yourself. You don't need anybody to go away. I remember I went to South Beach years ago because I needed to get away. And I went by myself and I had a wonderful time. Wonderful time. I didn't realize that it was spring break, but it was fun. It was really cool. I had a really good time. The situation may have come around because the situation may have come around because you've been distracted. Be confident without being overconfident. Have you shown that you care? If not, now is the time. Find a balance between speaking your mind and saying too much. The full moon in Sagittarius is a time when we are reminded that life is an adventure and there's a big world to see beyond our backyard. It's about having fun and being prepared to sail into uncharted territory. It's about big ideas versus the details. No matter when you draw this card, it encourages you to look at the bigger picture. So this could be saying you are headed for an adventure. Well, like I said, maybe you do need to plan a little getaway for yourself so that you can see another side of life, right? See what else is in store for you. Take time to meditate, maybe some time alone to listen to your spirit guides, maybe some kind of a spiritual retreat is a call for. All right, so that you can know what you need to release. And I will give you all some of these romance angel oracle cards also. Make sure that we get something. Oh, got two cards for you too. Pay attention to the red flags. Signs are cautioning you. And this could be the one. Ah, you already met the romantic partner that you seek. So, someone around you that you may know may be the one. Pay attention to the red flags. Red flags could be a caution. Red flags could be just an indication that you just have to pay attention to certain aspects of your own personality. Some things that may maybe this person brings that maybe they trigger you. Maybe certain things trigger you, or maybe certain things they say trigger you. Mm. So pay attention to what it is. And when you have those triggering moments, instead of dealing the what with the fact that they triggered you, let's work on healing that thing so that it doesn't get triggered again. So this is doing the work, doing the inner work. It's not going to go, nothing's going to go away, poof, like that. But once you realize where it came from, how it got there, how that fear came into your space, or that whatever this is that causes you to be triggered, if you understand where it came from, then maybe it gets less scary for some of you. That might be the situation. It has to do with your own red flags. For others, it just is you're being cautioned about the situation that you are going towards, the relationship. Excuse my nails, folks. Um, but there's someone around you. Maybe there's, okay, maybe this is saying there's someone around you that you need to be paying attention to. Pay attention to the red flags of someone around you. Could be a child. It could be a child that is hurting. Around you. Know why I'm getting this? For somebody. Could be a child around you that's hurting. It doesn't have to be a little child, but it could be. Could be something that's secret. So pay attention to the adults around your children. Oh, why am I getting that? Libra, Virgo, Virgo. Hmm. Oh, I don't know what's going on here. I'm getting something. Somebody. Maybe there's maybe someone you just hired, or some new person in your midst that you should pay attention to around your children. Mm. Yeah. Someone around you that you may need to pay attention to when it comes to your children. Someone who you may be involved with may not be a good person for your children. 11, sudden wealth. Okay, very good. So maybe somebody is coming and offering something to you, Virgo. So maybe you're going to come into some fortune, come into some good financial luck, hit the number. But I'm asking about paying attention to the red flags. Maybe somebody's going to come to you who is well off, well to do. Maybe that's the person that's going to make a proposal to a child of yours or to you. Maybe if you're an adult and you have kids, someone is going to offer you a proposal. Person is well off, and maybe that's something that you need to pay attention to in regards to how your children are going to react to this person or to this offer for you. So listen to your spirit guides if you get any messages about that, if this resonates with you. But that's very good. 11, sudden wealth. Anything else around Virgo? Who is it around Virgo that they need to pay attention to? Who around Virgo that they need to pay attention to? Okay, we get bad health and distant horizons. Someone who is at a distance from you or someone who is traveling may be in bad health. You may be getting notification that someone has transitioned and left you some money, and that's the sudden wealth. But I know that that is something to do. Distant horizons and bad health and sudden wealth. Yeah, I would think that. Mm, that's what all I'm getting from that. Someone at a distance, person may be ill or elderly, or just someone who maybe is not that trustworthy a person also. Sometimes this bad health could talk about someone who's not that trustworthy. So maybe the person comes from a far distance and they have some money, but maybe they're the person that you should be cautious about. If that person is attached to this proposal or this new opportunity. Because maybe this sudden wealth comes with some negativity attached to it. Mhm. Sudden wealth and bad health. I'm looking for the book for this thing because I know those cards next to each other in that way mean something. But I don't have the Kipper book right now. So I can't tell, but I know in that order 31, 11, 31, and 36. Okay, Libra and my ex's Taurus having issues with third parties she put between us. Did she learn a lesson? Did she learn a lesson and wants to come back? Taurus. All right, let's see. It could be saying that this sudden wealth is going to come, is going to create a situation which is going to cause you to have to travel. You're going to have to travel to get to this person, maybe. But I keep getting that this is something that is going to happen suddenly, and someone at a distance may leave somebody some money, Virgo. Hmm. All right. Pay attention to what's happening around you. There's some things that you may have to release. Maybe it's a bad relationship. And maybe that's going to maybe being away from, maybe walking away, leaving behind a bad relationship is going to lead to some sudden wealth for you. That's possible also. All right, Stave. You okay? Insurance or policy? Yeah, insurance policy. Yeah. Well, that's how you're going to come into the money, basically, unless you got it in a cookie jar somewhere. But yeah, some insurance, money, policy, bank account, somebody's name on it. But your spirit guides are going to let you know what this is about, Virgo. All right, Stave, I'm going to pull that for you real quick, and then I'm going to move on to Gemini after this. All right, so your ex is a Taurus, and she's having issues with the third party that she put between the two of us. Did she learn a lesson and want to come back? So you're asking, is she going to leave the person that she's with to come back to you? Yeah, because of death, Katie. Yeah, I know. That was the money, maybe. So, Stave, if you're still here, um, did she leave you to go and be with the third party? Because you said you're asking, did she learn a lesson and want to come back? So that means that she's not there anymore. So if you could type it in, I'd appreciate it. Hmm. And how do you know that it should have been a? I mean, they could be having issues just because of their issues. It may have nothing to do with ending that relationship and coming back. He had money and she was blinded by it, and she tells me she's done. Okay, well then she learned a lesson if she told you she's done. She was blinded by money. That's what people do. So if she's done, if she told you she's done, then why don't you believe her? Has she done this before? We always come back together. Oh, you just want to know, is she really done? Well, has she done anything like this before? Is my question. I mean, I know people break up and come back together, but has it had something to do with money? Someone luring her away, basically, or her chasing after money? That's what it is. Is she a person that does things like that because she's concerned more about money than she's about love? Or this is just the first time that this happened and you're thrown off by it? It sounds like you don't believe her. Oh, let me see. Is Stave 733's Taurus girlfriend? Oh, okay. Oh, this is how this works here. She never cut people out of her life. She always left too many windows open. All right, Kata. Okay. Okay. So she may stop having a relationship with people, but she still stays friends with them. And you feel that that's too many people that she should have. Once she found out that she didn't like what they were doing, or she was disappointed, she was still open to remaining in contact with them somehow. And you feel that she should just block people. Once she's done with them, she should cast them away and never talk to them again. I'm just trying to see where you're coming from with that. It sounds like you feel a little insecure about her, the way she is. She has too many male friends. Huh? Is that you're uncomfortable because she has too many male friends? People that she used to go out with that she still keeps in touch with, and you think that that's counterproductive? Is that part of the problem, Stave? Let me see. Hmm. Oh, yeah. Mm. Okay. Just real quick, because I still have to do Taurus and Gemini. But I'm gonna do this for you, Stave. Let's see. This is a Cosmic Tarot. Which is new. I've been looking at this deck for years, and I finally got it, and I think it's beautiful. Hmm. All right. Let's see. Regarding Stave and his Taurus girlfriend, has she really? Is she really done with this third party this time? Stave wants to know. Is she really done with this person? Okay, so we get, oh, okay, I guess so. We have the Wheel of Fortune. So things moving, death, things changing, and justice, balance. Yeah, I think so. I think that that situation is coming to an end because she has finally gotten the enlightenment about this particular person, and things are wrapping up. That's what I'm getting. Stave, this is over. The situation has to change somehow. It has to come to some kind of end. So this is a change that is justified. It's going to be balanced. So if she says she's done for whatever reason, I would think that that would be the case. Okay? I hope that answered your question. So let's move on. We're going to do Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. I'm going to get a message from the Black Angel cards for Gemini. And we are going to say Gemini's reading starts at 1:39. Gemini. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. You're welcome, Stave. Let me know what happens. Hmm. Gemini. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Okay. Oh. Braider. Braider. Now, what is that about? Artists. Helping. Putting things together, making something beautiful. Telling stories. That's part of the integrated experience, right? Sitting there, listening to your mother, your aunt, whoever's doing your hair talk, tell stories. That's how we pass our oral histories on, right? The braiding. Okay, so for the braider, the affirmation here is your intimacy with life fills your heart. So this talks about getting joy out of the little things, I think. The waking path for the braider is connected, interrelated, and intimate. And the sleeping path is separate, lonely, and isolated. On the waking path, you bring together those who have felt apart or separated, alienated from all others. You reunite the family and your community and your friends. You are surrounded by people because of the light that you bring to our being related to one another. So you bring people together through your light. You help ease the feelings of being left out in communities. Your attention to continuity and linkage keeps you in the making of kinship and community. So you're like the keeper of the family histories. Your ability to develop connections between people is crucial in the passing on of collective gifts, heritage, and wisdom to future generations. You find yourself connected to all that is around you. As a result, you strive for connection and intimacy or to be close to others. It is important for you to have ties with people and projects before you feel that life is satisfying. This need makes you constantly in search of relationships. So you're a people person, right? Maybe a people pleaser, but you like to bring people together. You want to develop continuity. You want to bring forth your family's history, your legacy. Maybe you're working on your family tree. All right. That's a wonderful thing to be doing. Braiders sometimes find themselves feeling alone in the world when they are on the sleeping path. That's feeling separate, lonely, and isolated. This aloneness can cause great pain. The desire for companionship is so strong that your soul cries out to be loved and attended to. The danger of such desire is that you may unconsciously choose relationships or connections that are shallow or empty. This only increases the loneliness that you already feel. This could be a signal for you to look at how you create your own isolation. Are your friendships heartfelt? Do you feel you're worthy of being in a relationship? What is your capacity to be intimate, open hearted with others? When you do tune up, when do you shut down? So, what makes you happy? And then what brings you down? Your soul revival is best served by allowing yourself to be close to your heart and to trust yourself. Many of us genuinely feel that we are not lovable. So we work and work and work at bringing this intimacy in from the outside. If you're working hard at intimacy in relationships while feeling alone, then you are manufacturing a false intimacy, a kind of closeness that depends on how hard you work to be kind or on others' approval of you. Intimacy should not be hard work, but rather an experience of knowing who you are and seeing yourself as an expression of love. Often, in your desire for closeness, you're trying to fill an empty place in your heart. Filling that space with someone or something other than yourself leads to continued disappointments in your work of weaving souls. When you feel alone and separate from the world, it may be time to reflect on what expectations you have of people. You may want to consider laying aside your long list of needs and replace it with what you can provide for yourself and what you bring to a relationship. The depth of intimacy in your life depends completely on having a deep knowing of who you are and not who you have become. Reveal yourself to yourself. So, this is about getting real with yourself, right? And what do you bring to the table? Maybe you need to stop looking at what others have, what you have to gain from others, but instead, what is it that you have to offer? What is it that you want to share? Or do you even want to share? Maybe you think you want a relationship, but maybe you don't know what a relationship means. Maybe you're used to one sided relationships. Maybe it's time for you to think about what it is that you have to offer rather than what it is that you stand to gain from a relationship. And what are the stories that you're telling about your life to yourself? Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus in Jupiter. If you don't know what your placements are, if you're not sure of your placements, you can go to those free sites, Cafe Sofa or Astro Cafe, and put in your birth information, and you will get your moon placement and your ascending and your nodes and your Venuses and your all of your placements. It'll do a natal chart for free. If you know your times, it'll be more accurate. If your parents are alive, your mother or father, or maybe an older sibling, if you don't know your time, if it's not on your birth certificate, ask. Maybe they can tell you. Your mother should be able to tell you, or at least give you a good idea about what time it was that you were born. That'll help you get a very accurate birth chart. And then you can check your different the different videos and see. Maybe it'll give you a better picture of what's going on for you if you look at your moon sign and your Venus sign in regards to relationships. So you got the moon. Pay attention to your intuition at this time and move ahead confidently. And you also got full. Have the courage to embrace change and take risks. Be adventurous. So move ahead confidently. Pay attention to your intuition, but be ready to take on a new adventure. And maybe that'll be another tale that you'll have to tell as a braider of this adventure that you went on. A story for you to tell your grandchildren. That's what I just heard. Embrace this new change. Be adventurous. Don't be regular. Gemini. And you get, a blue moon. Believe in the impossible. We had a blue moon earlier this year in January. Believe in the impossible. So a new adventure. Believe in the impossible. A tale to tell your children. Something that you'll be able to pass down, a lesson. Okay, a lesson. Something, Gemini, will be a lesson that you'll be able to pass down for generations. Yeah. Something that's going to make a mark in your family history. Wow. That's okay. Thank you, Adrian. Blue moon. As the saying goes, some things happen only once in a blue moon. In other words, hardly ever. Drawing this card suggests that you're about to get a rare chance and that something one off could, well, be about to happen. So, that once in a lifetime opportunity may be about to happen for you, Gemini. This card is a very positive sign if you felt like you've been hoping for too much or asking too much from the universe. Whatever you're asking about may only happen once in a blue moon, but it can happen. However, with this rare opportunity before you, it's important that you believe in it. To convince yourself that whatever you're asking about can never go in your favor. If you convince yourself that whatever you're asking about can never go in your favor, then guess what? It won't. Be grateful for this card. It's a reminder to believe in your dreams. Take risks, be adventurous. The affirmation here is I am lucky. Miss this chance and it might not come back anytime soon. What is happening may only happen once in a lifetime. And the person that you are thinking about or inquiring about is a rare find. If you can believe it, you can achieve it. The situation is unlikely to repeat itself. There are usually 3 full moons between each equinox and solstice, and vice versa. Sometimes, though, we get 4 full moons in a single season. When this happens, the third of the season's 4 full moons is called the blue moon. So if there's going to be 4 moons scheduled, the third one is the blue moon. At least that was the original definition of a blue moon. These days, it's popular to use blue moon for the second full moon in any calendar month that has 2 full moons. Okay, so that was just a little history on the terminology of blue moons. Believing in the impossible. All right, so let's get your romance angel oracle card like I got everybody else and see worth waiting for. Divine timing is at work in your love life. So that makes sense. Believing in the impossible and blue moons. Yeah, maybe what you thought wasn't going to happen didn't happen because it wasn't time yet. But now it's going to happen and it's worth waiting for, Gemini. Nice. Let's get one more card for Gemini. Thank you. Thank you. Ooh. Give your relationship a chance. Work on your partnership. Okay, so something that you may have thought was that you've given up, okay, or that you thought you weren't making any progress. Sounds like you're going to be able to move ahead with confidence. Okay, just pay attention to your intuition. Give your relationship a chance. It's worth waiting for. And believe in the impossible. going to be a good story for you to tell while you're braiding, while you're doing your children's hair, or teaching your kids how to ride a bike or whatever. It's going to be a story that's going to go down in the annals of your family history. This romance or this opportunity, this courageous opportunity that you are going to be presented with, Gemini, go for it. It's worth waiting for. You deserve it. And you deserve it, and you can handle it. All right? Just be adventurous. All right, very good. So next we are moving on, last but not least, to Taurus. And we're going to say Taurus is going to be at 155. A little after, but that was quick. All right, Taurus. I'm going to ring this bell. Sorry. Taurus. All right, Taurus. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus and Jupiter, Taurus. I don't even know if I introduced myself ever, right? Yeah, Patsy, doing the readings and using the Black Angel cards by Earthlyn. No, Zenju, Earthlyn, Manuel. These were a gift from one of my subscribers, Ocean Lover, and I thank her very, very much. So I decided I was going to use them to do readings right now. And these are just timeless. Whenever you see them, they're for you. But I am doing it. It's 4:11 p.m. right now on November 5th, 2019. So if that's important for you to know, now you know. So let's see what we are going to get for Taurus from the Black Angel cards. And these cards come with a waking and a sleeping path, which is similar to positive and negative, or your light and your shadow. So lots of things to think about. They use these cards in therapy, family counseling. So if you can't afford to go to a family counselor or to a psychologist, maybe this could suffice for now. It was a bunch of cards. We only need one. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you, Spirit. For Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus, Taurus. Just one card, please. One card. Thanks for coming, everybody. Don't forget to like the video and share these messages. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't, and hit the notification button. Make sure that your notification button is on all notifications so that you'll know whenever I upload new material. Thank you. One card for Taurus, please. Okay. Ooh. Wow. The Joker. Taurus. Isn't that a movie that's out right now? Maybe you're going to see that. The Joaquin Phoenix. Okay, well, maybe you're going to the movies. Maybe that's important to you somehow. Let's see what the Joker's talking about. Hmm. I don't know why I'm hearing that song. I'm your private dancer, dancer for money. Do what you want me to do. Tina Turner. I just came in my ear. I don't know why. In my head. The Joker. Hmm. Hmm. I'm your private dancer, dancer for money. Hmm. Okay, the Joker. Your lively nature reveals true joy. The waking path for this card is liveliness, and the sleeping path is sadness. Joker brings humor to the mundane and the extraordinary. Joker plays and turns things upside down, insides out, to shed new light on things that are familiar. The joy that is brought through you, Joker, can be felt as true wisdom. Your laughter is potent and can bring us to tears. You use humor and laughter as a way to bring the physical body into the experience of revival. You get the blood pumping. Your humor is necessary to help us release the toxicity built up inside you when we suppress the life that is in us. Your humor is necessary to help the rest of us release the toxicity built up inside when we suppress the life that is in us. Your laughter produces a contagious healing effect that can help us get through the rigors of life. When you are in the waking path, your liveliness comes from a genuine love of life. Some people feel you can take things too lightly. Your humor is not valued at times when people expect you to be serious. You know that not being able to laugh at oneself can lead to an extended stay deep in the sea of emotions. Knowing this is key to your ability to successfully use humor. People catch themselves laughing around you, but they don't always know the reason. However, when you get downright silly, people tend to shut down on you. You notice this shutdown because you feel a little awkward at times yourself. Folks can be uncomfortable with the release of laughter. The deep, vivacious sounds that come from your belly may appear improper to some, but in fact, those sounds, that laughter, is healing. You may not be aware of that as a joker. You have an incredible healing gift. Humor is the way through the revival process. Your lightheartedness is exactly what we need in our experiences of life's disappointments. On the sleeper path, perhaps you're taking things a bit too lightly, Joker. You use your sense of humor to hide your emotions. Watch to see if you are distracting attention away from fear or pain that you or others are experiencing in the moment. You are so used to hiding things away that you might be on automatic pilot. Hiding your sadness or emotions can indicate that you are on the sleeping path. You can be on the sleeping path for sadness for years, thinking that you're being lively when in fact you're being numb. Slow down your pace by holding back some of your humor. Speak less or speak a little bit slower. Bring your attention inward in silent moments instead of always filling the space with your humor. This awareness could lead you to discover some things that need to be unearthed in your heart. The fear may increase as you decrease the laughter, but over time, a sense of calm will eventually surface to replace the anxiety covered by laughter. And your laughter will return in an authentic way. Also, in the calm, you will see that your laughter is more than a coping skill. Rather, it is a pulsating lift to our spirits. Recognize your place among the healers and honor your medicine of joy. You are more than entertainment. Ashe. So we know about the importance of humor, right? And a lot of comedians are the philosophers of our generations. I think I mentioned that in a reading earlier this week, right? Sometimes those folks who are the comedians are the ones that are in a lot of pain, right? And who are very sad. Aoki spirit. Aoki spirit, yeah. Lots of jokers are really the ones in a lot of pain. But sometimes they're not. And they're just there to lighten things up for us. Sometimes we need that. Sometimes people don't appreciate it, but sometimes it's needed. And it may not be appreciated at the moment, but later on it will be. But it's an important quality to be able to bring laughter into a situation, allow people to look at themselves. You get the phoenix. Be prepared to be renewed after a period of crisis. See, rising from the ashes. Yeah, you know what to do. You know what to do. Taking it, some people around you may be taking things too seriously, Taurus. Maybe that's what it is. And now you are ready to burst out of it and rise back up and take your place. Maybe you've been down too long. Tears of a clown, Kate says. Maybe you've been down too long. And plain, a journey ahead is indicated, physically or metaphorically. Your life will become more full. So, taking off to new horizons, running away, getting away from a situation, playing a joke on somebody, for somebody, running away from a problem that you created. I just got that. Running away from a situation that you created, something that you thought was funny, or maybe somebody is doing that to you, Taurus. That's how I got it. I don't know. That's how it came. I'm just a messenger, but it said that's how I got it. Just get a Monology. For some of you, for others of you, this is just talking about overcoming and maybe just going on a trip, clear your mind, taking a vacation. Reconnecting with family or connecting with new people. Some people, maybe you're a comedian or entertainer, maybe you're going on tour after. Okay, all right, maybe it's like Eddie Murphy, somebody who was always famous, but they had retired somewhat, but now their career is getting a second chance, or they come out with something new and they're going to be traveling. So maybe something like that after hiatus. Oh, Ashe at 222. Okay. Oh, yes, 422 here. It's 222 where you are. Ashe. So maybe after a long hiatus away from your job at entertaining, maybe you are going to be on the road, right? For others of you, you've had some heartbreak and maybe you did some things that maybe people didn't think were too funny, but actually it was healing, and maybe later on they'll figure it out. And so maybe you are just going to take your leave of the situation until they get it together. All right. And find something else to turn your attention to. Maybe someone felt you were inappropriate by the way you tried to get through a situation. So fuck them if they can't take a joke, right? Oh, excuse me. Those of you, excuse that my French, but somebody else will appreciate you somewhere else. Somebody will appreciate you somewhere else. Someone will appreciate your sense of humor somewhere else. You may get a second chance at a first impression with somebody. Somebody may be taking themselves away from a situation and going somewhere where they'll be appreciated. Virgo or what? What's that, Duke? We are doing right now. This is Taurus. We are at the end of this. Oh, okay. Monology. Beautiful. So we have full moon in Aries. A fiery climax approaches. Da, 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 da. Duke said, "Oh, let me rewind. I'm almost done. Just hang in there, Duke. You can see it." Virgo was the second one that I did, right? Yep. Balance, spirituality, and practicality. Full moon in Pisces. So something that's practical and balanced and fiery. Full moon in Pisces and a full moon in Aries. This is happening soon. If you reading this around this time of year, this is November 5th, 2019. So this may be happening for you right now. But if not, whenever you get these cards pulled, it'll be relevant. Full moon in Pisces, 2 full moons. Spirituality and practicality. Nice. Full moon in Pisces. Oh, wow. We're getting, and Aries and Pisces are right next to each other, right? That's the first and the last. The Alpha, the Omega, the beginning and the end. Mm. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Full moon in Pisces. Oh, come on. Jeez. All right, here we go. This is about having your head so high in the clouds that you've lost touch with reality. This card says that you need to pay attention and make a concerted effort to move toward your goals. The more practical steps you take, the better. It's time to find an inner balance between your responsibilities and your dreams. Meditate on your question, and the solutions to your issue may come through very clearly. If you're in a tricky situation because you've been acting the martyr, this card may be a message from the cosmos to drop the act for everyone else's sake. So this talks about, this says that you should meditate every day and see what answers will come to you. And the answers will come. This talks about being a super romantic, but not a super realistic. Follow your intuition. It won't let you down. At worst, this card can herald the end of a dream. This also says that the person that you're asking about, if you're asking about someone outside of yourself, is a soulmate. And this also says avoid substance abuse. So put down the pipe, put down the whatever it is, straw, put down the bottle. Pisces is the last sign of the zodiac. So the full moon in Pisces symbolically means marking of an ending. Kate is laughing. When the moon is full in Pisces, or whenever you pull this card, it's time to dive into your emotions, a deep dive into your emotions. Practicality is at odds with the Piscean energies that have no borders. So feel your way now. Psychic ability is heightened when the full moon is in Pisces, and soulmates now connect. It's time to send out your dreams to the universe, releasing your fears. Okay, so release your fears, and the fiery climax approaches. Full moon in Aries. That is so pretty. And you know it's like a red because Aries' color is red. But it's like a pinkish red. It's beautiful. I don't know if you can see it or not. It's time to see if you have been a little bit too much me, me, me. There's a tug of war going on between what you want and what someone else wants, but you'll have to wait a little while to see what's going to happen next. As you wait, ask yourself if you've been handling the situation as sensitively as you could have. If you know deep down that you've been a little rash or harsh, gone too fast, or overstepped the mark, then accept that on some level you've created this situation yourself, which means you can create your way out of it. When this card comes up, a peak is coming and it could be fiery. The affirmation here is be nice, be nice, be kind, smile, and be polite as you navigate to where you want to be. Being assertive is good. Just don't ride roughshod over people. If you're in a tense situation, meditate your way to peace. Don't be a baby. Sorry, but this could be an issue. Duke says, is this Taurus because it sounds like me? I'm a Virgo. Yeah, what she said? Well, this is Taurus, but it could be you too. If you're drawn to the reading at this part instead of when Virgo was being done, then maybe this is because you need to see this message, Duke. I'm just saying. Exclamation points across the board. Spirit, don't make mistakes. This is what you needed to hear. If somebody else told you that too, then maybe this is the confirmation. Kate is laughing at Duke. Okay. No matter when you pull this card, it signals that the situation has or is just about to come to a peak, perhaps in a rather heated way. It could be a price to pay if you've been too competitive or too blunt. So, Taurus or Duke. Kata says it's the present, Duke. Your dad was a Taurus, he is past. Your ex was a Pisces. No, Duke, don't. This is you. You were drawn to this because this is what you were supposed to see. It's okay. We're all good here. We've all been convicted today with these cards, I think. Everybody. All right, so let's pull a romance angel oracle for us. What'd you do, Duke, that had her saying that about you? Ooh, got you so upset you had to go to YouTube and check out the readings, huh? This is not from your dad. This is about you and whoever, whatever she said. Maybe it was meant for you to hear that message, but you can go back and watch the Virgo message later. But it was meant for you to hear this one. Okay. Duke says I'm innocent. Heart to heart conversations. And if I wish y'all could have seen how this card slid here and spun on its back when you were saying that. You want to work as a coworker. Heart to heart conversations. Honestly discuss your feelings with each other. So your girlfriend or whoever that was, your friend, wife, mother, sister, whoever, you need to honestly discuss your feelings with them. You talk about the situation, okay? Get it out. All right. Speak your truth. Be honest. They want you to. All right. If you want to work as a coworker, then work on being honest, expressing yourself honestly without joking around. Just be serious for a little bit and have a heart to heart conversation. That's how you work as a coworker in a relationship. And ooh, two came out. So chemistry, there's a strong magnetic attraction here, and express your love. This could be a family member. That's what the chemistry for me in these cards always talks about family. So maybe the person who told you about yourself today might have been your mother or your sister or adult child or somebody. And they're just expressing their love to you. They just love you. They want to talk to you. This is not just for Duke. This is for everybody. Heart to heart conversations, chemistry, and express your love. Again, there may be some family members that you need to sit down and have a heart to heart conversation with and express your love. All right. Let them know that you love them, even if you're going to be changing, even if you're going to be moving, going away. All right. Even if you've done some things that may have been inappropriate, that they didn't find funny, or many people wouldn't find appropriate or funny, you are rising above that. You are now balanced. Okay. And you're ready to end things so that something new can begin. So have that talk with either a person who you feel very close to, a soulmate, or a family member. Express your love. Let them know how you feel. Let them know how important they are to you. And let them know how important the situation is, was, and will always be to you. But also let them know how you honestly feel, right? What's honest about what you need for yourself in this situation, what you wish to take out of this situation for yourself. Maybe you are tired of being the class clown and the family jester, and maybe that is the change that you want to be making for yourself, right? And maybe this change may be a little jarring for some people, Taurus, because it's different from what you normally do. But for now, that might be what you need to do. Just walk away from that persona just for a little while and get balanced for yourself. Stop trying to please everybody else, make everybody else's life better, you know, make your own life better. Maybe the person that you need to express your love to is yourself. Maybe you need to go inside and have your own heart to heart conversations with yourself. so that you can bring an end to this, rise out of the ashes, look past the humor and the jokes that you use to get through these crises. Let yourself feel it. Let yourself feel the pain, the hurt, the disappointment, the betrayal, so that you don't have to come back and deal with it later on. Because if you don't deal with it now, it's going to turn into one of those things that you pushed down that came back as a dark night of the soul over the last few months, and you don't want that again. So talk to yourself, talk to the angels around you, talk to your spirit guides, talk to the divine, tell God, tell him about it, tell him everything you feel, tell him everything you feel. Get it off your chest, and it will make you feel better. And you express yourself, right? That song came up the other few days ago. Express yourself, Madonna, right? Express what you feel. Tell yourself, even if you can't tell it to anybody else. Write it down. Write yourself a letter. Tell yourself how you feel. Express to yourself, and then you can express to others. But get your words together first. Get your words together, and then put it out. However way you say it, you'll be understood. If the person wants to understand you, they'll try to understand you, and they will allow you they will get the clarification, and they will allow you to get the clarification. But you need to do that for yourself for this month, Taurus. Express yourself. Talk about what hurt you. Talk about what affected you. Talk about what you were really feeling when you were trying to make it seem like it was okay. When you tried to make everybody else feel comfortable. Dr. Dre, express yourself. All right. Yeah. See what it is that you need to say. Say what you need to say. Isn't that song too? Say what you need to say. But just say what you need to say. Tell it like it is. Fiery climax. Don't have to be a bad thing. Balance your spirituality with your practicality. Okay. What can you take out of the clouds and bring it down to earth so that you can really enjoy it with your partner or with yourself? You'll find it. You'll find it. It's out there somewhere waiting for you. You just got to get up and go looking for it. Fire. Duke says fire. So, Taurus, that is your reading. Thank you so much for allowing me to bring you these messages. Your name is Elijah, is it? Well, amen. I say, I love it, Elijah. That's a beautiful name, isn't it? Always like that. My grandson's name is Ezekiel. My daughter picked that name out herself, and I'm glad she did. Beautiful name, Elijah. You're welcome. You're welcome. Anyway, so thanks everybody for allowing me to bring these messages to you. I have to cut this off now because I got someone complained about the length of these readings, and I apologize to those of you who don't like that. I don't do it on purpose, believe me, but I'll try to cut it down, and that's why I'm going to try to timestamp it. So, thank you very much. Wait, what? What? You want me to do Virgo? I did Virgo already at the beginning, Duke. What, you want me to pull a card for you, Duke? Is that what it is? What's your problem, Duke? What's the question? Your girlfriend ran you to YouTube by saying something to you today. Your grandmother, your mother, somebody hurt your feelings. So now you're on YouTube asking questions. What's the situation, Duke? Let's do you now, since you're here. If this gets too long, blame it on Duke. Come on, let me see your question, Duke. Elijah. Let's see what we can get. Type it, or else I'm going to say goodnight. Come on, let's go. Let me know that you. Well, I don't know. You know what? Can you tell? Can tell you when I can tell you when I was born. Okay, Duke. When's your birthday? When was your birthday? Bye, Kata. She said, I'm out. Have a nice evening. Blessings to all humanity. Thanks for coming, Kata. Let me finish up with Duke and then I can get out of here. August 31st at 11:59 p.m. Duke is laughing now. All right, so you are August 31st at 11:59. So you were almost September 1st. So you're a Virgo, definitely. All right, let's see. Let me see. Let me see. What is it that Duke needs to? What does Elijah need to know? Let's give Elijah. What's going on? What is? Oh, so we have the Emperor. And came out in the reverse. This could be someone around you, or this could be you. Emperor is Earth, Virgo. Okay. But it came out kind of reverse. So you were upset about something. Something got you upset a little, not a lot, because it wasn't that. Mm. Oh, some competition around you there, Duke? Someone trying to get the attention of fire sign around you? A Prince of Pentacles and a Prince of Cups. Prince of Pentacles is earth sign, and Cups is water. So this would be a Prince of Cups would be someone who is an Aries, Sagittarius, or a Leo. No, I'm sorry, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Pentacles is Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo. Fire is Sagittarius, Leo, and Aries. So Sagittarius, Leo, or Aries, female, could be male. Just a energy, just a card. It could be a female, could be a male with that just has the energy of a Queen of Wands, which is passionate, sexy, alluring, tempting, smart, straightforward, smart, sexy, passionate, straight shooter. Effectively, that's it. You want to know how to meditate? Try music. Try finding music that you like and listening to it just listen to the music, any kind of music. It doesn't have to necessarily be spiritual or anything else. And get into the music. And while you're in the music, do your prayers. Close your eyes. Pray to the universe. Pray to whatever God you serve. Just get into it. Burn some incense. Set the stage just for yourself. So you having some I don't know if these are kids around you. Could be kids. If you're having a problem with your partner about family members or kids, or this just could be competition. Prince of Pentacles or Prince and a Prince of Cups. Could be a choice between love and practicality. Maybe that's what got you in the upsetness, and maybe that's what has pissed off your queen. Maybe you are being too practical when she wants you to be more emotional. Okay. All right. Two of Cups and a Queen of Cups. Could there be a competition or some type of a third party situation? Queen of Cups is Scorpio, Pisces, or Cancer. Two of Cups talks about a real close, deep, soulmate, love type of relationship. And maybe that is what's got your Queen of Wands a little upset because someone else has gotten your attention and you got kids, sons. She feels you're being selfish, and you may have inadvertently fallen in love. You didn't mean to, but you did. And now your kids are looking at you like, what's up? And how could you? But this Queen of Cups has gotten your attention. Hmm. What to do, what to do, what to do. Does this resonate at all? I guess it does. You're saying, wow, and that's crazy. Okay, Duke. Mm. Well, that's a situation. Mm. Hmm. All right. So let's see. This has gotten your family upset. A happy household is in an uproar because they feel their stability is being threatened. Okay. What should do? What to do? What to do? What to do? What to do? Let's see what the Monology card says. See what we can advise. How do you get her back? Who do you want back? Your wife or the new girl? The new person, the other person. Do you want the fire sign back or do you want the water sign? You want your fire sign back? Let's see. How do you get her back? Well, you get two cards here that came, and it says, nothing will come of the situation. My ex, to be honest, I can't tell who the new one is. Girl, yeah, okay. Fiery climax approaches. Something is going to come to an end. Nothing will come of this situation. A fiery climax approaches. Okay, is that about nothing will come of this new situation for Duke, or nothing will? Let's see. Let me read it to myself, and I'll tell you. Void of course, moon. So I think that this is saying maybe that you just need to drop this other situation if you can. Mm. Nothing will come of this situation. Void of course, moon. Mm. The chances of something are diminishing. Something better may be around the corner. Believe that you will get what you need. Surrender to divine. Take time out, meditate, and contemplate. Okay, so let's work. You're going to work on the meditation. So you can do the meditation, like I said, through music. You can meditate in the shower, in the tub, take a bath. You can meditate walking around in nature. You can go for a walk in the park, or just go by the water and sit and look out. Or you can go outside at night and look up at the sky and just look at the stars and talk to the moon. So, in a form of astrology known as horary, Horary, where an astrological chart is cast according to when the question is asked and decoded. A void of course means nothing will come of this matter or that this situation will bear no fruit. This may or may not be good news depending on what you're asking about. If you're worried about something, whatever it is, this card can be taken as a sign that there's nothing to worry about. However, if you're asking about a new project of any kind, including a new relationship, it's time to adjust your expectations or change things so you get a different outcome. Remember, cards can only predict what you're currently creating, and you can change that with both with both your behavior and beliefs, right? Because this is all energy, and you can change your mind at any time about the situation. The main definition of void of course moon is when the moon won't make a major connection with any of the planets until she enters the next sign. The best thing you can do when you get this card is to chant the words Nyamo Narangi, which means I surrender to the divine. A void of course moon is a time to just be. So maybe you need to just take some time out to be by yourself, meditate, think about things. All right. But don't, you may be worrying, overthinking and over worrying a situation, or this situation, nothing's going to come of this situation, is going to end as quickly as it began, and it's causing an upset in your life. So it might be best for you to just be quiet and don't say or do anything. If there's situations that you know other women are looking at you or flirting and it's causing a situation between you and your woman, then you might want to ask those women to stop doing that. If you notice that someone's flirting with you, do you understand? Do you know I'm in a relationship, or do you know I'm married, or something? But just like, because maybe they don't know, you know. But ding, yeah, maybe they don't realize that you're in a relationship, or that you're married, or that you're in as serious a relationship as you are. And just don't do it in an accusatory way, but just matter of fact, like do you realize that I'm married? Full moon in Cancer, a personal issue reaches a resolution. Yeah, I think that's it. Maybe these are people you work around or you're hanging out with or whatever. Maybe they think that, things are not going good for you at home, or they don't know that you're with this person, or they don't know that you're married or whatever. Just you need to make things clear to people. And maybe once you make things clear, and that may be the thing that has your fire sign upset, maybe she's not being acknowledged as she should be, or as she feels she should be. Or maybe people don't see her because she's home with the kids. Maybe people don't know you're married. Maybe you act single when you're out. And that's why other women feel like they can approach you. And maybe you're not doing enough to let them know. Because men wear wedding bands, women wear wedding bands. They do and they don't. People wear it when they feel like it. Some people wear it to keep people away. Other people wear it because it's a magnet for people. It depends on the crowds that you hang out with. But you may want to, you know, give more attention to the woman that you want to be with, and make sure that people know that she exists. Let her be around your coworkers, maybe. Maybe invite people over to the house for the holidays, or, send Christmas cards with pictures of the kids and your wife and you with the dog, and, that kind of stuff. Letting Let people know that you are involved with someone. Acknowledge them, not just putting a status on your Facebook. I mean, really acknowledge this person that you want to be with, so that other people know that you are not available. And that might be just all it is. It could just be mix up in communication, and she may be overreacting and you may be overreacting. Okay, that's what I get to. I hope that that helps, and if not, or if you'd like to go further, you can always send me an email, pbtarot7@gmail.com, and write me a note, a letter, or make a comment in the messages below, and I'll get back to you. And maybe we can just do a full reading on you at um, off camera or on camera. Anyway, you want to do it. So, anyway, thank you all so very much for allowing me to bring these messages to you. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel and share. And I will be getting back to you guys as soon as I can. Thank you for letting me do this. So, all these messages are done. Again, thank you, Ocean Lover, for gifting me these beautiful Black Angel cards by Zenju, Earthlyn, Manuel. I really, really appreciate them, and I'm sure the collective does. These messages are beautiful. You all should go out and get yourself a deck so that you can get those lessons for yourself. It's been very helpful. Anyway, thank you for coming and visiting and hanging out with me, everybody. And I'll be talking to you real soon. Thank you, Duke. Thank you, Kata. Thank you, Stav. Thank you, Sonia. Thank you, Desiree, Javella, Brittany, Jamia, uh, Desiree. I think I got everybody. Yeah. Okay. So we'll be talking real soon. I love you guys. Be blessed. Ashe.